I'm always fascinated by the many myths of magical stags held by semi-nomadic peoples of the Eurasian steppe. This motif, which I've been exploring in my podcast, is very important in Hungarian literature and history, but it likely has roots shared by many cultures across Eurasia. Clara Sándor has done some really great writing about the subject for anyone interested. The Scythians are one of the oldest and most massive steppe civilizations, and many depictions of a miracle stag can be seen across their artifacts, from belt buckles to quivers to dishes to tattoos. In the artwork of the Scythians and other nomadic Iranian peoples, the stag can also be seen with its antlers intertwined with a tree of life. Some of this art would combine the deer and a bird of prey, which proved to be an enduring motif as well, potentially in the Hungarian case too. For some Ugrian peoples, legends exist of a deer ancestor who was chased by two hungry wolverines. There are also some ancient Turkic and Mongolian legends that have depicted a miraculous deer who is shot by a hunter. Variations of this myth have the deer transforming into a beautiful princess or some type of goddess. The Ossetians, who speak an Iranian language, write in their Nart epic about a hero who pursues a golden stag but fails to hunt it. Later, in the afterlife, the stag leads the hero to a sky palace where it transforms into the daughter of the sun god, who he then marries and gives birth to the Ossetians. Early writings from Greek and Roman authors about the Huns seem to indicate some relationship with a stag leading them to Europe as well. It's very likely that the medieval chronicler Simon Kazai was reading some of these texts when he wrote his early history of the Hungarians, making it difficult to parse out what was originally in Hungarian mythology and what he picked up from outside sources. And he created a myth of the brothers Hunor and Magor to establish a Hun and Hungarian continuity. But even still, many questions remain about if there was an existing Hungarian affinity for the Huns prior to this. This is because various steppe legends existed using two brothers to convey that two different people groups were related. This existed in the myths of the Utagurs and the Kutugurs, and interestingly, it existed in the legends of the Bulgars and the Khazars as well. Those brothers even hunt a stag in that myth too. So where did this myth enter Hungarian consciousness? It's hard to tell. Kazai's text mentions both the Bulgars and the Alans, so it could have Turkic or Iranian roots, but there's much more research that needs to be done in this field. Hungarian mythology is full of fascinating mysteries like this, so click the link in my bio and subscribe to my podcast.